Oop. Hey. Hi. Hello. It is I. That radio. How's it going? Welcome back to another stream where today Twitch announced that they're doing a highlight limit for Twitch channels, as they will only store 100 hours worth of VOD highlights on Twitch, where you have to like either upload it elsewhere or delete it. Um, so I have 5,000 hours worth of VODs that I've highlighted and have been storing on my Twitch VOD page. So I need to go through that, all of that, and I guess upload it to YouTube or something. Make like a VOD channel. Um, so yeah, that's a project that I have to work on now. Um, but yeah, that's disappointing. So I'll have to like make the decision of, do I want to upload absolutely everything dating back to when I first started making VODs, which was way back in February of 2019, or do I maybe just go back like 2 years or so, probably to my. I think the idea that I had was like go back to like when I started streaming Force Rumors and Shield of the Land. Go back to around then and just upload everything from then forward. That way we at least have the long form D&D campaign saved, and the games that I've video games that I played since, or played concurrently, like back to whatever the nearest game start was for the video game streams. So I'll have to make that decision. That's a weekend thing to do. And then just delete everything else from my VOD channel. Big fucking rip, dude. That's sad. I mean, I have been told multiple times by like other streamers, like Fred McKay or uh, Drew Sun, that like, hey, you should probably be uploading your VODs to like a VOD channel on YouTube, or at least storing them to a hard drive or something. But nope, nope. I'm like, I'll get to that eventually. Eventually has come. I have until like April, what was it, 19th, where they just like delete your VOD archive until it's under the limit. Big rip. But aside from that, we're gonna add more hours to that VOD time. Gonna add more hours to that. Gonna make it 5,004. Um, as Today, we're doing a Secret Wednesday stream because there's no D&D today. I mean, I guess technically there was D&D today. We just did some off-stream downtime for our characters. Um, but yeah, today we playing some more of this. Welcome back to Avowed, where last time I had to make sure that there were actually noises happening. Ooh. Ah, last time We started Avowed. We made our character. We are playing as we can only really play as a godlike, um, who is a former court augur for the royal court of the Adiran Empire of Aora. The Adiran Empire has set up a number of colonies around the world, but uh, our character is serving as an envoy for the Empire to a continent known as the Living Lands. So we have been assigned by the king to investigate a plague that is. Oh, there's music. To investigate a plague that is ravaging the living lands and starting to kind of spread outward. Um, from there, as we saw like a little opening cutscene of some lemur-like creatures, kind of, or a lemur-like creature, kind of climbing a tree, hitting like a little plant thing that burst, and flew off the tree and died from the impact, and then got later resurrected cordyceps style as like a undead lemur creature. Um, then we get kind of like the exposition on like the setting, or I guess the pretext for why we're doing what we're doing. And we saw like a little cutscene of a ship being in the middle of a storm, or like sailing across the seas to the living land from the Adiran Empire, enduring storms and whatnot. And as it reached, I guess, an island along the coast of the Living Lands, fortress in background, heard some cannon fire and impact sounds, and we wake up ashore on the sands at the site of a shipwreck. There is a blue. Oh, I don't remember what they're called. There's a blue fluffy guy with kind of animal-like ears, named Garrick, who's kind of like, salvaging supplies and hoisting up bodies from the surf of the shipwreck, as he is apparently one of the surviving crew members. He introduces himself as we are apparently so far the only one who has survived from the shipwreck. Alright, this music is way too fucking loud. We were the only one that survived. Kind of gives us a mace as we we got shot at by Fort North Beach. Is like the island that we're on. So Garrick was kind of wondering, like, why the fuck did they fire at us? We are like, they're Adirans, we're Adirans. Like, what the heck's going on here? So we went to go investigate the fort, and after finding our way through some Zanrips, or whatever they're called, they're basically kobolds. We find a way into the fortress to find that it is just a complete bloodbath. There are bodies strewn about everywhere. We get notes, kinda. We come across notes that, like, talk about like an infection, and people going crazy and having hallucinations and being driven mad. We When we approach some kind of like pillars of Adra, the so-called pillars of eternity, we kind of hear a voice kind of talk to us, being like, "You have returned," and do nothing about it. Come across like a berserk jailer, in like a hidden jail cell room. Um, as things are bad here. People are going crazy. Um, and I went back and kind of redid this segment. Or let me finish the summary actually. Uh, before I'm talking about that. Um, so yeah, moving forward from that, we kind of went outside, faced some more Zanrips. I got to another segment where we came across a. We were blocked by some brambles in the way, and we had to kind of light them on fire. But we needed a ranged weapon to do that. But so we went into an adjacent room, found a lady named Elora, a smuggler, a Paradisian smuggler. Paradise being the name of a city, a colony city on the in the Living Lands. Um, in a jail cell, and she kind of tells us what happened. Here, she's kind of scared to see us as a godlike, as we kind of look. We have kind of like familiar growths on our face as the people who went berserk do. Um, but I like Laura. She's kind of anti-authoritative, kind of mouthing us off for being Adiran colonizers and whatnot. As she tells us what happened, but she eventually tells us that she has a boat that we could take to the mainland. Hello, Moozy. Thank you for the tithe. How you doing? And we have to go search for a key to open up the cell. Garrick is suspicious of her, but I'm like, dude, trust. Yeah, we go explore a bit, find a bow, shoot the bow at some plant called like Mogren's Fury, I think, which like explodes and destroys those brambles. And then we drop down into like a little locked room, get the keys, unbar the door, and we free Alora. As we then make our way through the island until we fighting through Zanrips, learning stealth and whatnot, and magic and blah blah blah, until eventually we come across the, I guess, commander of the fort, who's like kind of crazy. He's got some weird growths on his face happening. Weird kind of, a little bit of this going on. Well, probably more like this right here going on his face. And we're like, damn, no wonder you were afraid of me, Laura, when we met. That looks kind of like what I got, but different. But like, yeah, dude's crazy. We try talking to him, but he's just rambling incoherently, and eventually attacks us in like a little mini boss fight. That we defeat him, and then in the next room, basically, in like these caves, there's some more pillars of Adra, as we get spoken to again when we try to examine them by an ethereal voice, being like, "You have returned to us," and we're like, "What?" And then of course, we get my companions noticing that. It's like, what's going on, Envoy? And I'm like, I'm hearing voices, and I'm like, that's weird. I mean, Adra pillars are magical and shit, but never heard of anybody hearing voices from them. So I'm like, I guess I'm weird then. But we move on, and we find Alora's ship, and sail our way back. Or not really sail, row our way back to a place called Dawn Shore, I believe it was called. We arrive on the docks. We kind of thank Garrick and Alora, and then make our way forward as we meet the guard captain of the port, Sinrin or something like that, as well as Kai, who is very obviously voiced by the same voice actor as Garrus Vicarian. Best boy of Mass Effect. But yeah, they're kind of bickering. The dock master kind of is like, where the fuck is this fucking like envoy? Like good riddance if they got in a shipwreck. And I'm like, hi, would you like to like rephrase that in a way that doesn't piss off the envoy? And Kai was like, ha, good job. But yeah, we get the details of what's going on here, and why we're not having like we're not being greeted by the ambassador of that we're supposed to meet with, as we are told that the ambassador and the claviger, I think that was the title, the claviger, basically the mayor of Paradise, um, have gone to a place called Stranglethorn, a not very ominously named place, uh, to investigate the plague, basically. So we're gonna have to go rescue them. Kai also needs to speak to the ambassador for some reason, so he joins us. And yeah, we are now able to kind of freely explore the map as we look around this little port town, kind of dilapidated, overgrown with funguses all over the place. Definitely not foreshadowing at all. Um, as we come across a lady whose house has been taken over by kobold Zanrips. She thinks she's cursed, and we agree to help her. Um, yeah, we get that. We come across a cartographer who wants us to find his assistant, who has kind of gone off on his own to do some research somewhere. So we got to find him as well. And then we also talk to this like guard near the palisades of the dock town, who kind of gives us the lowdown of what's going on. In the living lands, there's like sure enough a plague. The wilds have kind of been encroaching on the town, and as the land feels as though the land itself is fighting back against colonization. Good. And yeah, just get a whole bunch of allure from her, and so we continue. But oh, during the talk with the Dockmaster and Kai, it was mentioned that a Inquisitor Ludwin is of the Steer Garant of the cult of Wodica is here, and they're being like, Inquisitors. And we had a dialogue option where two of those dialogue options would be like, yeah, Inquisitor Ludwin, that's my former lover. I did not pick those. And then after stream, I regretted not picking that option. So I had to replay through the entire game last night just to pick that dialogue option. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, now Inquisitor Ludwig is my ex. So, yay. Canon now. And I had to play through the entire game again because I saved over my save. But hey, look. You wouldn't have known that if I hadn't said it. Now you do. Adra Waystone. Set up party camp? Sure. We're trying to find like the right audio balance stuff. Game is making it really hard.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
We've literally just explored some buildings. You can cook recipes at the cauldron. Cooking. Select a recipe. To cook from the left side of the screen, you can view the resulting consumable and its enhanced effects in the middle of the screen. Select your ingredients on the right side of the screen. Always leaf tea. Put all the leaves in it. Arak. Darkest Rautean chocolate cookie. Yo? And kind of looks a little sus. Oh, let's make some. +1 perception dexterity, plus 10% movement speed. Need 2 produces. And some honey. Or another produce. Rivaled only by Adirians in their love of sweet things, the Rauteans count many delicious desserts among their famed delicacies. One of their most revered treats is the darkest Rautean chocolate cookie. It has become a courtesy gift among Rautean ambassadors, with many foreign dignitaries warmly receiving any delegation from Rautai in the hopes of receiving a batch of the revered treats. Oh yeah, diplomacy. Give a cookie. Very good. I guess we just learn the recipes of anything that we like pick up. Plus 20% maximum essence. Alright. Eh.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Steenrick, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I have quite a connection to the beyond. I advise the Emperor on matters of souls and divinity.
I should ask you for some good campfire stories later.
I've got plenty.
Good to know. Though, people around here have reason enough to be twitchy as it is. Talk of the plague inland has folks stirred up. More than usual. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal mystic to the Living Lands?
Yes, I'm investigating the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know who they are.
I thought every godlike knew their god.
Nope.
That's one of the stranger things I've heard. And out here, that's saying something. Sorry, these are unusual times.
My theory is that my god is whatever this Adra shit is speaking to me is, which is probably an embodiment of the Living Lands itself. What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
And how bad it can get. People are right to fear. Well, I'm here to find the source and put a stop to it. What is known about the Dream Scourge?
And here I was hoping for good news.
No.
Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel-Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
I understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. I'd heard the Living Lands was a lawless frontier. Little order and stability are needed. Why are you looking for the Clavenger anyway? Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. Here's the thing, right? I don't know if this progresses the dialogue, and I'll no longer be able to say this. Dream Scourge is an unusual plague spreading across the living lands, one that affects the body, the soul, and even the ecosystem. Those infected are known as Dream Thralls, for they seem enthralled by some unique and terrifying madness. I do like the sort of like in-game dictionary of the dialogue.
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Claviger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
Want help? Go and stop Dream Scourge one way or another. Serve at the Emperor's pleasure, and he sent me here, that's it. Everyone's heard tales of living lands. I came for the adventure. Something here calls to me. I don't know what it is, but I feel a connection.
Just be careful where you say that. That's the kind of talk that may get people thinking you've got the Dream Scourge. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while.
What can you tell me about Paradise?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarok, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then,
Lovely.
if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
You don't seem to think much of Paradise, or the people who come here. But the living lands was full of eccentrics, exiles, and criminals. Has a reputation for adventure. What do you expect? You don't seem to think
Don't get me
much.
wrong. It's a great city. In part because it's great at winnowing out people who have no business being here. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
So deadly. Why would anyone come here? The ultimate proving ground. A place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
It to you.
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
Alright. Ballarok. Ballarocks are massive creatures native to the living lands, frequently in hibernation, rarely spotted in the wilds. Legends tell that a Ballarok's form reflects their preferred season and ecosystem, where they act as hunters and guardians. Rawatai is a nation east of the living lands, settled long ago by Almawa, fleeing the Deadfire Archipelago. The kingdom is known for its military strength and adherence to nationalistic identity. But Adir's changing things, is that it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Stilgarrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Hilgard. Paulson Hilgard. Adiran ambassador dispatched to the Living Lands on a mission of peace and mutual cooperation. His headquarters are located at the Indiran embassy in the city of Paradise. Okay. Why is this old plague called the Dream Scourge anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths? Like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
How reassuring.
So did my commanding officers.
When did you come to Paradise?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before? Or change from what?
I was living in a settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rawatayan expatriates.
Must have missed the amenities of a bigger city like a Paradise?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
Way to avoid the question. Or what did you do before you came to the Living Land?
I joined up with the Rawatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
What was that like? Better part of a century? That must have been before you restyled yourselves as the Royal Deadfire Company? What was that like?
Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Sounds familiar.
To add, you're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier? Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us, but I didn't see that either.
Wana. The Deadfire. Thirdborn. The main settlement in the Shatterscarp region of the Living Lands. It is primarily occupied by Rawatan expatriates, sailors, soldiers, explorers, and merchants. The Deadfire. Deadfire Archipelago is an expansive region known for its volcanic islands and treacherous seas. 3 years ago, the god Aethys rampaged across the Deadfire in the body of an Adra Colossus, where he did lasting damage to the ancient ruins of Ukaizo. Consequences of his rampage are a topic of spiritual uncertainty and fear. Huana. The Huana are the indigenous culture of the Deadfire Archipelago, keen sailors and survivors who thrived in the harsh region for thousands of years. Long ago, they were an imperial power ruling from the great city of Ukaizo. Today, their diminished but influential authority can be found on the island of Nekataka. Wilder. Wilder are sentient creatures who form complex communities but are nonetheless excluded from Kif society. Whether that is the fault of language barriers, immense cultural differences, or unexamined bigotry, however, depends upon whom you ask. And what did you see?
Some fell apart. Some bought into the cruelty that our continued presence required. Others didn't buy into it, but went along with it anyway. And that bothered me more somehow. I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
Like fighting for Rautai so much, you left to fight for other people?
Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rawatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew.
Fair enough. And how'd that work out?
I ended up here, didn't I? It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
Did you find something better here?
I did. Yeah, for a while. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you.
Bro. So you're originally from Rawatai.
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales?
You have Maui and a deer too, you know. Your exquisite skull ridge.
I usually hear that from someone who's enjoyed the height or position to fully appreciate it. But I'll never turn down a compliment. As rare as we are in many parts of the world, it's nice to be appreciated as something other than a magnificent bruiser.
We have Maui and a deer too.
Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
I mean, weren't you a mercenary?
Don't sell me short. I've also been a drifter, a middling carpenter, and a terrible card player.
Oh, nice.
We should play sometime. I'll show you.
Sure. I remember near constant storms.
Then you must have come during our sunny season. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call
Monsoon
it
season,
the
baby.
rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers?
We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere.
You build strength of character.
You'd fit right in with the Ranganui's inner circle. It's true that the same things that make Rawatai a difficult place to live have shaped our people and our kingdom. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rawatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
Amawa, one of the many races inhabiting Iora, Amawa tend to grow quite large and possess many different skin colors and patterns. Coastal Amawa, descending from Rawatai, are typically blue or green, while island Amawa from the Deadfire Archipelago have warmer tones. Nui, the Rawataian word for big, often used in conjunction with official titles. Iora. Iora, the known world, is comprised of many lands, including the old empires of Adir, Rawatai, and the remnants of Old Valia, or Valia. The nations of the Eastern Reach, such as the Free Palatinate of Deerwood, the Valayan Republics, or the Valian Republics, and the sprawling plains of Ixamitl, the far-flung lands like the Deadfire Archipelago, the White That Wends, and the Living Lands. Rumors also speak of Yazuha, continent across the vast sea, but that is not yet of the known world. From the envy of other old empires.
It's been hard won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
Nice. Talk about Donshore.
What do you want to know?
Nothing, apparently.
Then I've got answers. Some of them may even be true. Holler if you need anything else.
Equipment upgrade available. Is it? Yeah.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Totem Shrine. You can display collected totems and totem fragments at the Totem Shrine in Party Camp. Each totem is dedicated to a particular god in Eora's pantheons. Totems will provide powerful effects while they are active. Only one totem can be something can be active, I guess. Oh, ain't got no totems. Enchanting Station. Unique weapons can have their primary enchantment further improved or augmented at the Enchanting Station Party Camp. Augmenting a unique enchantment replaces the original enchantment, is permanent, and requires a variety of specific enchanting materials to perform. Enchanting unique weapons. Select the unique weapon from the left side of the screen to enchant. Choose a replacement for its primary enchantment on the right side of the screen. Enchanting requires cannot be undone. Enchanting materials consist of a variety of monster parts like Zaurip tongue, spider legs, ogre blood, etc. I don't have any uniques. Workbench. You can upgrade weapons and armor at the workbench. Part of it, upgrading your items is integral to your combat effectiveness and requires specific upgrade materials. Upgrading items. Select a weapon or a piece of armor from the left side of the screen to upgrade. In order to upgrade, you must have enough upgrade materials of the corresponding type and quality. You may also combine upgrade materials to create those of higher quality. The result of your upgrades are displayed on the right side of the screen. Upgrade material types. Materials come in numerous types, each with their own purpose. Weapon materials, metals like iron chunks and woods like soft branches are the primary materials used to upgrade weapons. Armor materials, skins like pelts and tanned hides, etc., are the primary materials used to upgrade armor. Universal herbs, native herbs like Paradise and Ladder and Hylian's Talon, etc., are used to upgrade all items. Adra and its variants are used to upgrade unique items across quality tiers. Enchanting materials. A variety of monster parts are used to enhance and augment unique weapon enchantment. Okay. Ooh, cool. When did I get this? That. Minus 28% ability cost. Toggle stash. Party stash. You can store items in the party stash at party camp. Stashing items from your inventory can reduce your overall weight and prevent encumbrance. Oh yeah. Some of this old stuff. No. Oils. Grounds. Plate armor. Soul pod. Caustic sap that weeps from the bark of a pod is said to be the tears of mournful souls. When struck, the seeds burst into a green cloud of noxious mist. Are here. There's like little tripwires. Damn. Damn. Rest for the night and exit camp. Right. Lauren to do now. That's not here. Oh shit. This. Margarin's essay. Test your mettle. Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come see for yourself. Whether you're a Paradisen native, an Adiran newcomer, or anyone else, you are welcome in my arena. Just leave your problems and politics at the threshold. I've read this before. Come to the top of Margarin's essay to see what you're made of. Yoink. Something. My erasure. Bound boots. And some mead. Oh yeah. Bound boots plus 15 maximum stamina. Boy, boy.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging?
Shut up and roll, you two.
Taking someone's whole book rabbit.
You'd think he'd learn not to fall for it. Dad, I have to figure out how he does it. It's killing me. You'd think he'd learn...
He's up to something. I know it. What is it about bosuns? The one on my last voyage cheated. He's up to something.
Go on. Another round. What could it hurt? Too easy. Go on. Another round. What could it hurt?
Look alive, Dragon. Margaret would be ashamed to witness such incompetence. My grandfather could do a better job than you lot. He's missing both arms. Put your backs into it. These palisades aren't gonna hold themselves.
Oink. Taking someone's snackies.
Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
I'd be mistaken. I know my way around a fight.
Oh, you do ya? If you think you're so tough, why don't you prove to me what you've got? Spar with me. I'll take on you and your big blue friend.
If you're sure, I've got plenty of reach.
Yeah, why not? Sounds fun.
Oh, it'll be fun, all right. In Magrin's name, prepare yourself.
Is that all you got?
Damn. Damn. Damn.
All right, I yield. Well done. You have passed.
They're luckier than they know.
Easy peasy. All I had to do was freeze her.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
Arquebus.
Aha, the blessed firearm. Its flames burn brighter and faster than any I've seen before. With it, you will destroy your enemies. The arquebus, then?
You mentioned a wand?
Magic was never my strong suit, but you seem like the type that could make it work. Favor the arcane over the martial,
Hammer?
Ah, nothing more satisfying than smashing your foes until they're a bloody pulp. You sure? Stick 'em with the pointy end, clean and simple. Keep your distance in a fight, and the spear will serve you well. So that's your choice. Aha, the blessed firearm. It's no
Give me the gun.
hammer bomb, but it will serve you well.
Fuck is a
Fear
god
not
hammer
the
bomb?
flames, envoy.
Arquebuses require both hands and shoot bullets perfectly straight at long range, dealing very high damage and stun. However, they have very slow rate of fire, and their loud shots easily alert enemies. Arquebus. Wasn't as long as I was expecting it to be.
It was an honor, envoy.
Oh. Someone's chilling up here. Their stuff is mine now. All their things are forfeit. Ooh.
chance will stop to let you rest, pick up that weapon and keep training. Unless you're here to trade, don't bother me.
Sure thing, buddy.
Keep up the good work, soldiers.
Alright.
What kind of stats is that? Get serious, get lost.
Something blew up right here. Why? Tower. What this? Very decent ladder. Worker's note. I've heard a pair of men in the grinning Balaric talking about a treasure map at the top of the lighthouse. I don't know how the other workers haven't found it yet, but we're never going to have a chance like this again. Go back there and take a look now that everyone is cleared out. Make sure no one sees you. And watch for that scaffolding. I don't want to fall. You don't want to fall like Fennec. You can't buy that vineyard near Salona if you're dead. Think about it. All the wine we can drink and no one to bark orders at us. Treasure, you say? Lighthouse. Plus 10 XP. Lamp hook. Equipment upgrade available. Lighthouse plaque. The plaque reads, in honor of the friendship and bounty bestowed upon Paradis by Fior Mess Inverno, 3 Majestu 2784 AI, may it triumph over darkness and guide us through these untamed lands. The note under it reads, by order of the Claviger Aemond, closed until further notice, repairs to the staircase and cupola are currently underway. At the bottom, a second note in larger handwriting says, heard Fennec's voice in the stairwell. Damn the repairs. Stay away from this place. The repairs. Go around the base of it first. See if there's anything neat. Alright, time to ignore the safety notes.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
Okay. Oh. That Fennec? Court. I can't call that. This golden plaque of promises. God Shrine Totem Fragment of Wodica.
Looks like that broke off of something. Wonder where it
A
goes.
variety of totems. Reviving Companion grants rapid health and essence regeneration, used to restore god totems when placed at party camp. Number of promises are etched into this solid gold plaque. All but one are scratched out.
Goes.
Variety of totems and their missing totem fragments are hidden throughout the living lands. Collected totems can be displayed in totem shrines. vessel. Captain Henqua's spoiled. I hate climbing. Captain Henqua must have been a sadist when it came to hiding treasure. Maybe the Vantage will help me find his plundered riches, or maybe I'll just die of exhaustion on the way up, whichever is quicker. Alright.
They weren't much of an artist, but I think that's upstream by the park room wall.
Oh. Did it. Reach the top. Hunt's hair. Arcanist boots. Unique. Unique clothing is enhanced with both the normal item bonus and a powerful enchantment. These items will provide some combination of passive effects, stat increases, attribute buffs, and distinct behaviors. Music, why did you suddenly become so fucking light? Okay.
Well, nothing ventured, envoy.
Garrus, watch this. Whee! Hell yeah. Hey, game after us. Let's go. What is this? Eye of Rimmergang. Freezing water. Water can be frozen to create traversable ice platforms by casting an ice spell, using an enchanted weapon, or throwing the Eye of Rimmergand on the water's surface. Picks up. How long does it last? Eh. Almost impaled myself on that. Checking to see if there's any underwater treasures. No. I got some unique booties. Arcanist. Increase your health restoration from all sources by 5%. Lesser quickness. Plus 10% movement speed. Through a combination of rigorous training and innate talent, many individuals throughout Aora are able to open their senses to the essence that permeates all things. To manipulate this essence, however, requires a level of dedication above and beyond what most are willing or able to achieve. These well-made boots are the perfect companion for a long, rigorous travel. Or rather, for the long, rigorous travels that many wizards undertake on the paths to mastering their arcane. Throne of rightful rulership. Find clues about the locations of the remaining fragments. It'd be much easier to track down the remaining fragments if you had information regarding their whereabouts. Found a piece of the scales of the Oath Binder, a powerful artifact and a totem of Wodica. The remaining pieces can be found across Dawnshore. The more pieces you gather and assemble, the more powerful the totem will become. Level 3 difficult. Meanwhile, this one is level 3. Greater armor. Totems. Water. Fine. Fine now. Oh. A shark. One fished up a shark. On the edge of the map. Go further than this. Smash, smash. Boat. Need that treasure chest. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Oh. Oh dear. A big skeletal jaw. Down here. Up over here. I might gotta check it out. Yeah. Avowed's threshold. Updated note. I made it to Dawnshore only to find that the old landing point is infested with Zaurips. These little monsters would surely attack me on sight, and the boat is too damaged to sail elsewhere. Supplies are low. I can't take on that many Zaurips on my own. I'd rather face a slow, hungry death than a violent one at the end of those lizard spears. If this is the last thing I write, whoever is reading this, please remember me. Being forgotten terrifies me far more than death ever could. Lucan Fraga. Rest in peace, Lucan. Too afraid to face kobolds. What a guy.
Aim where? Zaurips. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
Missed.
Hey! Over here!
Stab. Eek.
Left leg!
First time an enemy
I was just
actually
getting warmed up.
dropped items. Nice. Look at the little tins. Down, buddy? Steamer. How many grimoire of greater? Oh. Really picked up great axe somewhere. Rim again. Elements, greater element. As far as Grimoire Mastery 1, I don't have that shit. I'm level 2.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
Yeah, no shit.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds. It's a dangerous frontier out there.
Otters, otters. Oh. I heard the sound. Stealing somebody's beer, don't mind me. Continue going this way. Fractured shore. Thought I saw something to interact with. Look, Hydra.
Right flank! One for you!
Yeah, it was heavy. Yeah, buddy. Damn. Nice. Someone got fucking dusted. There's that. How did this man not notice that?
Stop right there.
Also, outlaw apprentice? I'm sorry? You can be an apprentice as an outlaw?
Let's see what you got.
Magic missile! Outlaw apprentice. Man. Man's got a fucking apprenticeship in banditry. Didn't know they had a school for that. Nice to see that bandits are coming together to educate each other. Become better people. I see. The way up. You should fall down.
This is Dehangan's place. Or was. It's the Zarup's now.
Yeah, it is. Scarecrow. Hagen's cottage. Avowed.
Unseen, unheard.
On Soul Twins, a treatise. There are believed to be a number of phenomena that a soul can undergo during the cycle of reincarnation. Whether a minuscule fraction of a soul's essence is ground away by the forces of entropy, or the majority of it is lost to the beyond, no soul survives a journey through the wheel without at least some sort of fragmentation. In some exceptional cases, a soul can fracture cleanly into two even halves, each of which then inhabits a different creature upon the soul's return to Aora. Though rare, this occurrence has been well documented by scholars throughout the ages, especially since the founding of the Brackenbury Sanitarium in 2729 AI. In this treatise, I will compile what information I can on the soul twin phenomenon, as well as dispel some of the many myths and misconceptions regarding what it truly means to be a soul twin. The lengthy document that follows is agonizingly dull and difficult to parse. Oh, it's like a little shell. Fuck your pots. Egg. Hear y'all out there, but got a trail of dead bodies over here.
What's that Zarup doing out here all by himself?
Hey, buddy. Sensitive chittering.
A friendly Zarup. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either.
Attempt to imitate the Zarup's noises. Stand up as tall as you can and look fearsome. Bewildered chittering. Maybe we shouldn't disturb it. I like having my limbs attached. You understand us? Skeptical chittering.
I don't speak Zarup, but it definitely answered you.
That is a yes. Let's leave it alone before I insult it.
I agree. He's not hurting anyone. What made him come this way, though?
Squad. Fine with me breaking out.
quiet as the depths.
Hagen's journal. It happened again. When I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard that same scratching, and sure enough, the Zarok was outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try to break through. It just poked through the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zarops always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table, and the Zarop is there, and we're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarop and it's just curious? What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy?
I have dreams about a Zarop. Zarop, bread, typical dream journal nonsense. Dreams about a Zarop. What do you make of that?
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
Are you metagaming? Can't believe he would metagame.
Where's my mark?
Mind me not to spook you.
Show me what you got.
Damn.
Who's ready for more?
I'm not gonna fucking break a wall of her house. That'd be so rude. Certain destructible walls are weak and can be damaged with explosions. Like, again, why would I do that? Rude wall painting.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarop holding hands. What do you see?
They share a bond. It was drawn from deep in the unconscious mind.
Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
About your findings. I mean, probably has to do with this guy, right? Buddy. Ah, bullshittery. Intellect. Become smarter. Faster. Decreases the efficiency penalty for light and medium armor by 15. Dude, chill blades. Expire missile, summon 5. Get the passive, so that we're better with armors. Master. Are the ones that I can just know, and then I think these are like grimoire spells. Evidence indicates that Zarok leader may have wanted to make contact with her. Tell her what you found. She may more know than she lets on. Leader want to make contact. The rest of the Zarops like drove her out of the house. He got angry, left, and started killed a few of them. Is the Hengen a scaly? It might be a scaly. Hello.
Nice to see you again.
One of these
What
people.
harm could some new armor do? Hmm? Time to resupply?
One of these people had. There it is. -10 stamina cost while blocking. Power attacks deal 5% bonus fire damage. Or
Welcome back.
Oh, please tell me I can go home now.
go to the Zarops. Home is safe now. They have made themselves at home. They've even painted on your wall.
Painted? Why would they do that?
It's true. It looked just like you. Not sure they got your eyes right, though.
So, they've made it their territory. We'll never get them out.
You and this Zarop may be soul twins. It would explain their strange behavior. They react to the fact that it resembled you. Interesting.
I should have figured I wouldn't be able to fool someone like you. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
Sure, every day of my life. I've always known what I want to do in my life. I prefer to play it by ear. Expectations lead to disappointment. No one is meant for something. We decide our purpose for ourselves.
I'd love to. I'm not good at anything, no matter what I put my mind to. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip.
Stands to reason. Zarops have souls like any other beings. Amazing. You might be the only one in the world with a Zarop twin. It could be worse. At least you found what you were looking for. I came all the way here and found a Zarup, I'd be disappointed too. Sounds like coming to the Living Lands was a waste of your time. Stands to reason. Zarups have souls like any other being.
Maybe, but it's not like mine. How could we understand each other? I can't even speak to it. I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again.
Spend time with the Zarup. Could be the only way you ever find peace. Your life to hang in. What do you want to do? Zarup with half your soul is still a Zarup. It might kill you. There's no meaning to find here. This is all just a sad turn of the wheel. Let's spend some time.
Are you serious?
Some things can never be replaced.
The mystic on my ship said the same thing. But what does it mean?
Which is worse, a risk or an unfulfilled life?
Well, when you put it like that, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still
Vindictive
deserve to be
band.
paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
Unique accessories. All accessories are unique, providing powerful enchantments like passive effects, stats, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Vindictive Band. Critical hits deal poison damage. The soot-black iron of this ring is etched with detailed depictions of various leaves and berries and is coated with a thin sheen of ichor. On closer examination, the depictions represent some of the most poisonous plants known to the world. You saying that I'm toxic? I track this. Does it show me where it is? Does not. Nice. Appreciate that.
I'll make my way back to the cabin soon.
Good luck.
Cabin soon.
Have fun with your soul twin. Hopefully don't get killed by it.
Depend on us. Swing like you mean it.
Kind of hoping that would just like plunge me into the water. Just like whoop.
Really is tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for this. This.
People are angry. They can't see how much good we've done for everyone since we got here. They'll come around, though.
Yeah. I just hope Inquisitor Ludwig and the Steel Garrote don't see this and take matters into their own hands.
Agreed. Nobody deserves to die for this. And that's exactly what would happen to those bloody fools.
Good art.
Whoever did this, better pray to all the gods that they aren't discovered. Just another day in paradise.
We'll get this cleaned up right away, Envoy. The gall of these locals.
I think it's funny. Magic missile. Oh shit. Oh shit. Magic missile.
Another glorious battle.
Is that glorious? Migrant's blessing. Easing note. Welcome to the club. Your first job is to bring us a bear egg. Don't come back until you do. Beneath the main text is the word idiot scratched out, but still faintly legible. Oh. Poor kid. Didn't know that bears don't lay eggs. I can get and come down from there.
Those must be your ambassadors, man. That's a bad sign.
I'm sure they're fine. Letter to home. Dear Mother, every day on the front line is more dangerous than the last. I never thought I'd say that I would rather be facing an organized army than the encroaching wilderness, but this place is truly unlike any other. Still, through the grace of Wodica, we hold strong. The palisades are well defended, and our resolve is unbreakable. When the next wave comes, we will be ready. Reinforcements from the homeland should be arriving within the week, and with them, relief. Know as you're reading this that sending this letter was the first thing I did when rotating away from the front. I love you, your darling son. Well, there's no body here, so I guess that's good.
You take lead. Oh, look, Paradise and ladder. When heated, the resin forms a hard coat that strengthens weapons and armor.
Mm.
Incoming Zara.
Not what I wanted. Got it. Ah!
To your left.
Not what I wanted to do at all. Hey. Open. Alright. Church or something? You got Zarups right outside the door. Just trying to start an ad. So, take a short capitalism break. Boop. Boop. And back. I just sat there the entire time. I'll be honest. Oh, it's a water mill. Almost missed that.
This used to be a good fishing spot until something started dragging people away.
Yeah? What did that?
Stand quick and quiet.
Hello? Don't like that. Note to a fisherman. Note written in careful hand, brief but scribed with excitement. My dear friend, the rumors are true. The cave you so blindly run toward is haunted or otherwise occupied by a creature of malefic intent. You may find abundant fishing, but you will more likely find her deaf, pleading your beloved Etta. Well-mounted fish trophy. A remarkably small fish is displayed on this wooden plaque. Engraved at the bottom in a small bronze sign is the following text: Etta's first catch. May this be the start of a long and prosperous career as an angler. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Hey. The fuck are you?
Oh, no, you don't.
Got it. Ow. Damn. Magic missile.
Next one's mine.
Surprised I didn't see those earlier while I was over here. They're right outside Parody's.
Hope you don't mind spiders.
I do mind spiders. I really mind spiders. I don't like them. Ruinous cavern. It's a whole ass map. Well, it's for later. It's a dungeon for later. If I ever done seen something like that.
Right behind you.
Fraser. Primal water. Guard. Oh. Worrying. Eh. Found it. Easy peasy. Ring of slow essence. Slowly regenerate essence. Don't mind if I do. And I can have. Left click or right click, and that determines which one it adds it to. Waterfall. Gotta check behind it. I'm a gamer.
Good find.
Angel's Grace. Slowly regenerate health while wet. Huh. Like so? Does not count as me being wet. That's a long way down.
Even Pargrun and the wolves can't stand against this place.
Pistols require only one hand. Hello?
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
I see.
What does bootleg wine have to do with animancy equipment?
hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. Honestly, it's not a bad plan as smuggling operations go.
Do you think anyone else will try it?
Not while we're around, they won't.
Eh.
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
What happened here? Should I be worried about what I'm seeing? Don't let me bother you. I'm just here to use that cargo lift. What happened here?
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
Can't stop me from using a lift I've already used. Lucky you happened to be here. On a trail like this? Where was he going? I don't see any equipment around. So you saw a man with a crate and attacked him. I don't see any equipment around.
We threw it in the river.
We?
The point is, we didn't want anyone to reassemble it. They've got more opportunists than mushrooms out here. In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
You find anything of note on the body?
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
I'm on important business. I'd appreciate it if you let me through.
Well, since you're the envoy, I suppose we can't stop you.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Uh-huh. Neil, I find myself in need of a 3rd essence generator and another passive resonance amplifiers. I know it was a bear wrestling the last shipment from our friends in Fior, but my master there has led me to believe that they have more than they can use, and thus can stand to spare a few. Should they make a fuss, I release you to offer them an extra shelling for each machine they'll part with. I've included an extra here for you. Walk in the light. Sargamus.
Envoy, nothing to report. All quiet here for now. Envoy.
Uh-huh. The ride. Walls around Paradise. Alright. Neat in here? Doesn't look like it. Man had 2 shields. Tear-stained note. Alone, abandoned, isolated, no one to turn to. Comrades gone. I have a choice. Live out my remaining days in grief and loneliness, or go to the gods now by my own hand. I should have joined you then, but no, I will join you now. Oh. Oh. Adra. Like the bioluminescent flora. Chanting. Adra. An organic material, crystalline in structure but shell-like in substance, Adra can be found protruding from veins in the ground throughout many parts of Eora. Easy to cut and manipulate, it is a favorite semi-precious stone of jewelers. We're learning to live together in peace. Uh-oh.
Here we go! Point for you!
Oops. Fire?
Nothing like a win with a good team.
E. Found earlier. A ladder. But why? That looks like treasure map. Not that one. This one. Yes. Down here. Cave. What we got? Wind and wave. Wind and wave. 39 block efficiency, 20 stability, 95 parry efficiency, 13 elemental resistance, lesser quickness plus 10 movement speed, lesser freeze proof plus 20% resistance to frost accumulation. Those two things upgrade it. This shield was gifted to a famed Rawatayan admiral whose tactical brilliance was instrumental in staving off a coordinated assault against one of the rough country's minor port cities. When a small fleet of pirate ships banded together to attempt to pillage the city, this admiral stepped up to the challenge and outmaneuvered the enemy fleet with less than half of the number of ships the pirates had. Though many marines and sailors were lost in the conflict, the city remained undamaged, saving countless civilian lives. One such civilian was a visiting merchant of no small means from the royal city of Takoa, who commissioned the creation of this masterfully crafted shield. No expense was spared, and it was enchanted with magics that would help the admiral in their day-to-day duties aboard Rawatai's seafaring vessels. Got little hearts on it. Cute. Kind of looks like a wave on the back. Pretty neat. Was that actually the treasure? It was. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Pargrunan built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
Nice. Overgrown frontier.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Nice shot!
Magically sighted. Elder Andrew. Circle of mushroom. Not exactly a circle. Interesting. Ocean. Suicide note? Oh no. A note is hastily scrawled and smudged with blood. I'm sorry I wasn't able to find us a new home, kiddo. Uncle is going to care for you now. Never lost a fight, and not starting now. Fuck sour ups.
What a way to go.
The second suicide note that I found. What the fuck?
Coming from your right.
Magic missile. Okay, so they found the hidden tree.
Coming in hot. In hot. Stand back.
I did not, in fact, stand.
Ready? Ready? Aim.
Here it comes. Aye, aye.
Where now?
Here it comes. Aye, aye.
Ready? Aim.
Stand back. There's nowhere to go. Coming in hot.
Gross. Spider web / eggs destroyed. Go. Loading rock. What's over this way? Something purple and glowy over here. Hello? Forged journal. Much of this journal is blackened and charred, but one entry remains more or less legible. Those fools will find neither peace nor succor with Octave's crew. They blame me for nearly burning the camp down, but it was in the name of progress. Besides, almost is the operative word here. Not like anything caught on fire that badly. Still, I suppose they have a point. I need to be more careful. My control over the flames has increased greatly since that accident, but it would be foolish not to learn from past mistakes. This next experiment will be conducted away from the camp. There is a nearby ridge that will serve well, isolated, yet with this camp still in view, magra and willing, a breakthrough is right around the corner for me. Pyromancer's key, yeah? Possible to, like, at waypoints. Counties 5, Ancient Memory. Strangled Adra?
Bad luck to hang around a graveyard. Maybe we should move on.
Where's it gonna happen? Barrett's Graveyard.
We've got trouble. Uninvited company.
Is that so?
Grave robbers. Reincarnating as rats would be a step up.
What's that? Something about grave robbing?
You take lead.
Hi.
Come and get me!
Be your sake!
Next one's mine. Watch the left.
Oh.
Be your sake!
Well, seemed like it. If I had
Good
approached
fight.
from the front, I might have been able to talk to them. But they're grave robbers, so I don't care. Subil the stranger, aimless, poor, untethered. You dropped dead at our great gates, a pilgrim from parts unknown. Even if no one misses you, your stone will remember you always. Melfred, disgraced warrior from afar, may the wild frontier be a comfortable place of rest for your weary soul. Almhurst, twisted to the end, evil to the core, a cautionary tale of nightmarish struggle and broken promises. You laughed at death, now silence reigns. Henloff, sick, helpless Henloff, you died for the community you built. May the legacy of your people be your legacy to share. May their children's children stand in place of the family you never had. Memory of Hendrik Granshaw. Here I lie upon the moor, here I lie because I'm poor. For a greater stone, the more they pay, but here I lie as warm as they. Ingrid. Formidable, beloved Ingrid, may you rest in Wodeca's charred embrace. May death wash away your scars. May you find in your next life what eluded you in this one. Nothing really up here. Barrett's Gateway. At the end, no. Great. Common quality +2. Oh. Common, fine, exceptional, superb. God damn. God damn. That's a lot of shit. Yippee. Seems like everything else can only herb. But new weapons?
Nothing like a camp. Eat. Good thing. Check your bedroll for fang worms.
Thing. That's for the night exit. That in there. Ah, it does pass time. Good cows.
The living. Well.
Those. These have weight.
Time to rest.
Lockpicks.
Nice to...
Fine hammer, fine arquebus. Damn. 123 damage.
Feels like the living lands is growing wilder every day.
See how they're getting on. Like the new roommate, you know? Eh. Still chilling out here. Not here. Lame. That looks like we can get on top of it. There's the other exit from here. Cool. A Deeren scouting log. Equinsdag, 3 new Zaurips approached the camp at dawn. They waited at the edge until the brute emerged from his hut. They seemed to argue something over the fire for a while, then came to some kind of agreement and went their separate ways. To be honest, I'm starting to question our strategy here. They're territorial, but I don't know what we stand to gain from clearing these settlements. Resources? None that I've seen. I wish the captain would call this off. Yoink. Ah.
This one's mine.
I got midair.
Another win, but who's counting? Unseen, unheard.
Oh. Damn. I just evaporated that guy.
If you're gonna shoot that barrel, keep your distance. Mogren's Fury. Keep it away from gunpowder, or you'll be as bald as me.
Oh. Oops. I'll whip it though. Oh. That's one ability point. Fire and ire. Unbending defense. Current health and increases damage reduction by 25%. Dealing high stun. Single enemy. Okay. Ray. Heavy weapons. In Veil. Okay. Food restores 20% more health and essence, and bonus effect durations are increased by 20%. Parry, time of perfect block against melee attack to knock the enemy back and gain an immediate counterattack. Aim pressing your power attack with bow or gun slows time by 25%. Basic reduce the stamina cost of dodge by 25%. Armored Grace decreases the stamina penalty for medium and heavy armor by 15%. Shield Bash. Attacking while holding block slams your shield forward to stun, push back, and interrupt enemies. Constant recover. After taking damage, slowly regenerate 50% of the last amount of health lost. Toughness. Increase your maximum health by 20%. Pass. Unlock recipes for strong healing foods. Unlock recipes for foods with powerful effects. Warning. Fishing area have strange growths, possibly fungal, rot in the water. Do not catch, do not eat. I don't see no fish. And I any sort of like treasure chest or something. Visible wall time, baby. Like that. Very deep waters. Ookity dook.
Here it comes. Next one's mine.
Eastside cabin. Coming down from the SEMA. Ooh, I like this area.
Aye, aye.
I don't. Spiders are cool. Incorrect.
Coming in hot.
Oh, hi Cap. How you doing? Thus. Just funny little guys. Good. Had a family lunch. Very well. Very full. Very sus. More games with numbers go big. Hmm. I know what I must do. Can I change it during combat? And sir? And take me aside.
Another down.
Shit. How many waves is it gonna be? Burn.
Right behind you. Back in the fight. Let's see what you got.
There's a lot of spooters. Good fucking riddance. Burn.
Make way. Didn't stand a chance.
Where's your head like
We
that?
make a good squad.
You do. Ah, great. Alright. Fire's the correct approach. So pretty. Fire, good. Huh? Nothing particularly here. Oh! Wait, unfire myself. I'm blind.
Quiet as the depths.
Dancing. Well.
Next one's mine.
Where's the Grissa? The one I blew up. Sure. Smash. There.
Be your sake! Worth and rough! Worth and rough! Be your sake!
Nice. Magic's kinda good. Closer. Steel garrote boots. Worn book. The book appears to be a treatise on establishing power and curbing rebellion. The following section is dog-eared. Alright. To achieve true victory, one must target the youth. You will never convert the old guards, too stubborn in their heathen ways, but the young, they are flexible, malleable, and if all else fails, easy targets. Who you cannot make soldiers, make victims and examples. When first asserting control over population, a show of force is recommended. Kill the children, and their parents will follow. Hope is like a Zarup egg, best ground underfoot. Last line is circled, and following is annotated below it. I'll practice on Zarup eggs. Crushing throats should be easier after that, especially with boots like these. Get fucked, fascist. Fucking deserve. a second there. Nice. Very nice. Having the fifth meat. Alright, there's something over this way. Oh. Or attacking a dragon. Okay. Very nice. Cooked lash one. Ooh, I didn't think I was gonna make that. I'm on the wall. Factions of Fargruin 6. Oh, good. In older lands, it is said, place the doing before the telling. Place the art of work before the boast to history. Now it is written in blood, record all your efforts, be they triumph or tangent. For the record shall outlast the work, and the word shall be more precious than the act. The taste of the blood is, the craft must not die with the craftsman. Huh. Wow. Oh, there's a shit ton more.
Unseen, unheard.
Danger. Epic missile.
My turn. On your right. Good one.
Got stuck on a brick. Shit. All these narrow misses.
Give me a second.
Hello. Not how I meant to hit with that.
Zarup's ahead.
Just like the good old days.
What good old days. Commander Shepard, those good old days. Sure. Alright. Or there's a way to get on top of this one. In here.
Everything out here's been getting more aggressive. Militia's trying to hold the wilds out however they can.
I did it. Oh yeah. There's nothing up here. Love the just. This. Pretty flowers. Don't have that. And I just like get stuck because I got this right here, right? It looks like go through. I think it's maybe on this side. Nope. Aha. Found it.
Right behind you.
Magic in a shot.
Right flank.
Ow. Threw a rock at me. There. He teleported. My friend can teleport. That's pretty cool. Lemur. Common grimoire of element.
Yes, they'll never stop me. Wonder what he thought would happen.
They'll never stop. Ah! Excellent. Damn, he got immediately incinerated. Char journal. I refused to return to Paradise in shame. I vowed that I would perfect the formula to my imbued gunpowder. And by the gods, I think I've finally done it. After many trials and experiments, including nearly burning down my camp, I know that I am finally approaching the pinnacle of success. Extracting the essence from primal flame was an arduous and dangerous task, but now that it is done, all that is left is to siphon this energy into a batch of gunpowder. As a precaution for this first attempt, I have moved to a cliff overlooking my camp. It would not do to actually burn it down. Those fools that left me will regret it once I'm done. I will call this new invention flame powder, and they will be the first to feel its sting. I don't think they were the first to feel its sting, bro. Fan of Flames, Arcane Veil, Grimoire Snap, Missile Salvo. Can't even use most of this. Little images. Oh, different. Ah, neat. Different for like each one. Truly a pioneer in his field.
Worse than wrath!
Well. badge. That's just setting set piece. Man. That thing. Backward have something very stupid. It was indeed stupid. I didn't die though. Didn't die though. But we're good. We're A-okay. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Hey, bye. Alright, let's go get that pyromancer's chest. Then I think we'll call it there for the night. Secrets do you have lying within you? Grimoire of Embers. Fan of Flames, Fireball, Ring of Fire, Meteor Shower. God damn. I like how it's charred. Save. I'm gonna call it there for today. As I've been yawning for the past hour, so can take a little nap before I have to go to work. But I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. PST usually. Where this week we're taking a little break week from Dragon Age: The Veilguard to try out some games. I think once we do finish Veilguard, I think we'll be continuing with Avowed, and then after Avowed, we'll do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, etc. That's what I'm feeling. I'm enjoying Avowed, but yeah. Thursdays I also do a second stream, typically from 10 p.m. going to around 2 a.m. Thank you for the follow, Mugambi. Welcome. welcome to the guild. Following at right at the end. Anyways, lately second Thursday stream has been readings of the Odyssey. We're kind of getting close to the end of it. I imagine one or two more readings of it, which will probably be our stream tomorrow afternoon. As well. And then, like, after we're done reading for the day, we'll maybe either play some more Avowed or continue with Dragon Age the Veilguard. But, yeah. I also do tabletop RPGs during the week on Wednesdays, typically on Wednesdays, I should say, from about 5 p.m. to 9 or 10 p.m. I am a player in Just Bliss's D&D 5e campaign called Swindlers of Lives. We didn't really have session today, and so, which is hence why I streamed today. But that's usually on Bliss's channel. And on Fridays, on this channel, I am a GM of my own D&D 5e campaign from about 6:30 p.m. going till around 10:30 p.m. For a campaign called Shield of the Land. But for now,